In the future, after the invention of virtual reality glasses, police finally saw a breakthrough. All they had to do was put on the glasses, and they could instantly view crime scenes. But it was more like a video replay. They couldn't interact with anyone inside. Officer Luke was collecting evidence on a beach where a woman's body was found. Suddenly, a jolt of electricity flashed, and in the next second, he saw a blurry figure appear. As the figure became clearer, Luke's eyes widened in shock. It was his wife Julie, the same Julie who had died 20 years ago. Overwhelmed, he shouted her name, and to his surprise, she actually turned around. She clearly wasn't like the digital projections around her. Luke immediately ran after her, but in the real world, he slammed straight into a wall. The team checked the system, but there was no glitch. By design, this kind of thing shouldn't be possible. Julie had also died at that exact same beach, and the two virtual scenes had somehow overlapped. But the tech team shut that theory down. Julie's case had never been digitized. Luke went home in disappointment. Even though he had remarried, he never truly moved on from Julie. That night, he returned to the station and entered the beach simulation again. He saw Julie sitting by the shore. He immediately called her name. Startled, Julie turned around, but she didn't recognize the current Luke at all. As they talked, Luke realized something shocking. Julie's side was also nighttime. Their timelines were synchronized, and in her time, she still had 11 years left to live. Luke told her everything, but Julie didn't believe him. She thought it was some prank, maybe a friend of her husband pretending to be future Luke. She turned to leave. So Luke told her the results of tomorrow's baseball game, then mentioned the cookie jar in their kitchen, where he used to hide his secret stash of cash. He told her to go check it. Back home, Julie confronted the short-haired version of Luke, asking if he was playing games with her, but the confused look on his face made her keep the story to herself. It was just too crazy to explain. The next morning at breakfast, she suddenly remembered what future Luke said. She opened the jar and poured everything out. The money was really there. Ignoring the stunned short-haired Luke, she rushed back to the beach. Now she fully believed everything. She asked Luke what was happening. They weren't in the same timeline, but the VR glasses somehow let them meet. She told her 11 days from now, he would fall off a cliff and die. Julie broke down in tears. Luke comforted her. Maybe now, they could stop it. But first, they had to prove the future could be changed. He remembered. They were supposed to watch the game at Nathan's house tonight. They had taken a group photo that night. He told Julie, don't go. He checked the photo later. If she was missing from it, that meant the timeline was altered, and they'd meet again at the beach. That afternoon, short-haired Luke tried to take Julie to Nathan's, but she said she wasn't feeling well. Meanwhile, Luke found the old photo, and after the game, he was shocked. Julie was missing from the picture. They did it. Back on the beach, they met again, both of them overjoyed. Luke told Julie, buy a ticket and leave town tomorrow. Meet him here at 1 o'clock. He would check her death record. If the time was gone, it meant she had escaped fate. The next day, Luke frantically searched through the drawer, looking for Julie's death record, and then he saw it. The date had changed.